got one last topic. We're going to finish with some basketball, guys, here. It's brought to us by Malley's. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, guys. And all you need is love and chocolate this Valentine's Day. Be ready to say the 3 little words everyone wants to hear on that special day. It's not I love you. It's I got the Malleys. From friendship to love to every situationship in between, Malleys has the perfect chocolate to say what you feel. Their famous chocolate-covered strawberries and grapes are back in stores on February 13th and 14th. And the rest of their Valentine's favorites like Gold Cup assortments, foiled wrapped, solid milk, and dark chocolate hearts, peanut butter, caramel, raspberry, and marshmallow-filled hearts, and so much more. They're all in stores and online right now. This Valentine's Day, guys, say it with me. It's better with Malleys.
Better with Malley.
Better with Malley.
We didn't say it with you, but we said it after you.
Close enough.
We reiterated it.
All right, but we mentioned Jarrett Allen earlier in the show. We previewed tonight's home opener for James Harden and company. But you had mentioned yesterday, and I know Dustin and Zach weren't here, but I want to let you start with this one. That you believe Jarrett Allen's ceiling has been completely changed by the acquisition of James Harden. So,
guys, I've been so down on Jarrett Allen for much of the last 2 years, right? Like, you feel like he's a nice player, but he felt like he was totally capped out as a player. You know, to a much lesser degree, he has a bad reputation like Harden in the playoffs, right?
He just seems like he's been going through the motions, dude.
Yeah. Well, he's been playing better lately in general, but in the 2 games with James Harden, this guy's looked like a player I've never seen before.
He's engaged.
Yeah, I mean, Harden, Mike had said it before the Cavs got Harden, that Harden makes every big guy he plays with better.
Have they ever played together before?
Harden? No, he was already here when Harden was at the Nets, right?
Yeah, I didn't think they played together.
Yeah.
But
Jarrett Allen's only played for the Nets and the Cavs, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So, guys, I don't know what you think, but and again, it's not like Jarrett Allen's going to have a great game every night, but he, to me, like, I didn't even think about when you make a trade, okay, it can make some players better, some players worse, potentially. Right now, Jarrett Allen is the biggest beneficiary of the addition of James Harden.
I got to wonder, James Harden is so talented. He's been in the league forever. He's 36 years old. Like, his basketball IQ has to be insane. Like, it has to be really, really high. And with that being said, he probably has paid some attention to the Cavs and knows what Jarrett Allen's been in the league. Like, I'm not saying he's made a concerted effort to go out and get him involved, but he sort of is. I mean, he's feeding the ball. He's more engaged on the defensive end. He's going after rebounds, loose balls. Like, just, I don't know. It to me is a breath of fresh air to see Jarrett Allen becoming a player before my very eyes that I think can actually be a contributor, a big-time contributor to a playoff caliber team.
Zach, what do you think about
I'm not going to take credit for this. I'm going to give it to Mike. He used the term essential, I think, in the text that he sent us when we were talking about this.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Jarrett Allen is essential.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be 20 and 13. Right? But he can't play like he's played in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He has to be a factor. And knowing that he can get an easier lob or two a game, or knowing that this just effort in certain situations is going to lead to runouts because of Harden's presence, that like, the Cavs are not winning anything unless Jarrett Allen is at least solid. And in the playoffs, in the past, he's been a disaster. The Knicks bullied him. The Pacers bullied him. He stunk. He said it. He's the one that said the lights were too bright, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're past that point. Mm-hmm. Now they're not. Right. And so, yes, it's just 2 games.
Yeah.
It's just the regular season. But it's very encouraging, and he is absolutely essential.
I got to tell you, there's times in my career where I played with other players. Like, I always say Mike Doss, I give him a lot of credit. I could probably give him too much credit, but he deserves a ton. When I played with Mike Doss, I felt like I had superpowers.
Yeah.
It gave me a certain level of confidence that I never had. And
Do you think that affected you negatively when you went to the NFL?
Maybe because I was
so used to playing with him?
Certainly possible.
Yeah.
Certainly possible. But with that being said, there are players like that can bring out the best in you and give you a level of like, I had ability, but up here maybe was lacking a little something. So like, maybe now all of a sudden Jarrett feels involved. Like, okay, they need me.
Yeah.
Maybe James Harden had a conversation with him. Was like, hey man, we're gonna get you involved tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feed you early. Just little things like that I think can go a long way.
And you think about it, because you have 2 superstar offensive players in Harden and Donovan. Like, guys are going to double team them sometimes.
Yes.
And nobody's paying attention to Jarrett Allen on that side of the court. So he's always cutting to the back. Because what else is he doing? He's not standing out ready to shoot threes. And you got Tyson out there, who's been great at shooting threes. Sam Merrill, who's a good three-point shooter. And those guys are standing out there. You can kick out to them. But, like, whenever Harden or Donovan have the ball or going to the basket, he's cutting to the hoop.
Right.
And a lot of times he's going to be wide open in these situations.
His 40-point game was the extreme outlier. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
But, like, it's going to be one of those guys, one of the guards doing that. Jarrett just has to do what he's done, what he can do. And
equated to being a wide receiver on a bad football team with a bad quarterback, and every play you got to run off, and you got to run down the field, sprint, and you sprint back, and you never get the ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get the football to continue to want to run down the field and be engaged and be a part of the team. And, well, they've got him involved, and it feels like if they do this, especially early in games, he's going to give you the rebounds. He's going to give you the assists. He's going to give you the effort, the blocks, all those things that come along with it. Fill our prop bets, all those things we want. But also, ultimately, win games and win a championship.
It's going to be interesting how Mobley fits in, especially when he's out there with Allen together, and how that's going to look and work. What's Mobley's status, by the way?
He'll come back after the All-Star break.
Right after?
They gave it 1 to 3 weeks. We're at 2 weeks. There's no point in bringing it back tonight.
It's just worrisome because this is 2 now.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's true.
It is the calf.
Yeah.
The one thing with Allen in particular, and how this Cavs offense theoretically could look come a postseason series, and the nightmares it's going to cause defenses is Harden has his flaws, as good a pick and roll operator as the league's ever seen. Seriously, in that top Mount Rushmore conversation for best pick and roll ball handlers in the history of the NBA.
All right.
The Cavs have shooters like Merrill, who's 4th in the league in three-point percentage right now. Jalen Tyson, who's 3rd in the league in three-point percentage right now. And a guy like Donovan Mitchell, who you can't leave alone at any given reason at any point in any game, that you have to focus on while you're having a big guard, a James Harden, Jarrett Allen pick and roll. Yeah. And if you decide to send help, Harden's so smart, he's going to find the open shooter. He's a willing passer. Like, the knock on Harden, he's selfish. He's one of the best passers in the history of the league. Top 10 all-time in assists. He's 3rd in the league in assists right now.
Yeah.
He will make the open pass if the read is there and they come off to help.
Yeah.
Or you're going to let James Harden run a pick and roll with a guy who's athletic enough to finish over the rim and force your big man to try and stay in front of James Harden. It's a lose-lose situation for teams trying to stop that.
I think the interesting question, and we won't get this answer until the playoffs, is 2 things. Will Jarrett Allen play with this confidence he's playing with now in the postseason? And will the shooter, because what we've seen from the Cavs in the playoffs, besides Donovan and Darius, to be fair,
they got to make shots.
Nobody else makes shots in the playoffs.
Right.
And we see this with role players all the time in the postseason. Will Sam Merrill, will Jalen Tyson, who's had a magnificent breakout season, will these, Dean Wade, I guess, if he plays.
Are we getting Max Strus back at some point?
Strus. Will these guys, Strus has done it.
Schroeder.
Will these guys hit their shots in the playoffs? If they do, the Cavs can win it all. I think we'd agree with that.
Yeah, it's the big question, but they're going to get more shots. They're going to get better looks.
They are.
Of James Harden
That's true.
And Donovan Mitchell.
No doubt.
Just versus Donovan.
Yes, and it'll be easier for Donovan because the defense can't concentrate just on him all the time.
And the thing about Harden is, like, at the end of games, both him and Mitchell have no problem taking that shot.
Yeah, that's true.
And they both, for me, as a viewer, as a fan, I have confidence in both players to be able to make that shot.
The other part of the Allen discussion was when he gets the rebound and has 2 guys to outlet it to. Like, let's make it happen here.
Yeah, right.
He's not just getting the rebound and saying, I'm going to hang on to this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, let's get it and let's
go.
Let the magic happen. For sure.
And defensively,
yeah,
Harden has played better these 2 games.
Right.
Historically, defense has not necessarily been a strong suit.
Right, but neither was Darius.
No, but I'm just saying the way you kind of hide a guy who is stronger and bigger than Darius, probably a little less laterally quick, is rim protection. And that is the benefit of having a Mobley and an Allen behind you. So you're up, point of attack, backcourt pressure can be a little susceptible if you have 2 protectors at the rim like they currently do.
You know how in the playoffs in the past, teams would purposely try to pick out Darius?
They'll do it to Harden.
Sure. They do it to Harden?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, Luka, go back and watch some of the.
Well, but Luka, I mean, that's.
But I'm just saying, go back and watch.
Well, not everybody, but how many players can do what Luka can do?
I'm just saying, go back and watch the Clippers Mavs series from a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And they were picking on each other. It was one-on-one ball, basically, in the context.
Right, I'm just saying, there's not many players that can do what Luka can do.
It's just that's how teams play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you get to a point in a playoff series where you're running plays, but everybody knows what's coming. So
Right.
you're picking out matchups, you're picking out spots, you're countering little things. And yes, teams did attack Darius Garland. There's no doubt about that.